Good morning, students. Welcome again here in this video tutorial. So, students, today we will revise our chapter number 19. Which chapter today we will revise? Chapter number 19, Our Rights and Duties. What is the name of the chapter? Our Rights and Duties. Our Constitution. You know, new word come here, Constitution. So what do you understand by Constitution? Our Constitution, it means we are talking about our country. And what is the name of our country? India. Our country was ruled by the British for almost 200 years. आपको पता है जो ब्रिटिश ने हमारी कंट्री में राज किया था एट लीस्ट यस was ruled by British for almost how many years? Almost 200 years. And after a long and hard struggle, India got its independence from the British on 15th August 1947. When India got its independence from the British, yes, India got its independence from the British on 15th August 1947. क्योंकि काफ़ी स्ट्रगल हुआ उस टाइम, काफ़ी लॉन्ग एंड हार्ड स्ट्रगल होता गया, तभी उसके बाद ही हमारी इंडिया को क्या हुआ था बेटा, हमारी इंडिया को इंडिपेंडेंस मिली थी, हमारी इंडिया आज़ाद हुई थी किससे? यस, फ्रॉम द ब्रिटिश. एंड व्हेन? ऑन 15th August 1947. Our leaders got together to form a government. Yes, हमारे लीडर्स एक साथ इकट्ठा हुए क्या? To form a government. Then after to form a government, one of the first thing, they made a set of rules. What they made? They made a set of rules based on which a government would run. उन्होंने एक set of rules बनाया, written set of rules, then based on which the government would run. This set of rules is known as our constitution. So got it beta? What do you understand by constitution of a country? Yes, or you can say that what do you understand by our constitution? In simple terms, we can say that constitution is a set of rules and regulation. What? Yes, constitution is a set of written rules and regulation according to which a country is run by the government. ये एक set of rules है, एक पूरा rules, एक book है ये, और यू कैन से दैट कि वो किस पे बेस्ड है, रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन, उसमें रिटन रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन है, उसी हिसाब से कंट्री क्या करती है, रन करती है, और गवर्नमेंट उस कंट्री को रन करती है अकॉर्डिंग टू व्हाट? अकॉर्डिंग टू सेट ऑफ रूल्स, रिटन रूल्स बेस्ड ऑन rules and regulation. And in simple terms, we can say that a constitution is a set of rules according to which a government works. So constitution आपका क्या है? Set of rules है जिसके अकॉर्डिंग गवर्नमेंट, आपकी जो गवर्नमेंट है वो क्या करती है? वर्क्स करती है. और each country has a constitution. अपनी कंट्री का, हर कंट्री का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन होता है. इंडिया ऑल्सो हैज़ अ constitution. हमारी इंडिया, yes, our country, India also has a constitution. The Constitution of India is the longest written constitution in the world. Yes, as compared to other countries, the Constitution of India is the longest written constitution in the world. The Constitution of India was expected on 26 January 1950. When it was accepted? Yes, it was accepted on 26 January 1950. We celebrate this day as Republic Day. Yes, on 26 January, as you all of you know that every year, what we celebrate on 26 January? Yes, we celebrate 26 January every year as Republic Day. You know what, beta? Our constitution lays down some important guiding principles that have to be followed by the leader of our nation. Yes, हमारा जो constitution है, some important guiding principles उस पे lays down है जिसको follow करना रहता है जो leaders of our nation है. So उनको ये जो रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन है, जो गाइडिंग प्रिंसिपल्स हैं, उनको क्या फॉलो करने होते हैं हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में जो लिखे हुए हैं, किनको फॉलो करने होते हैं? बाय द लीडर्स ऑफ आवर नेशन. The constitution begins with the preamble. Okay. So the preamble or introduction to our constitution. क्या है preamble आपका preamble है जिससे constitution क्या होता है? Start होता है. और you can say that the preamble or introduction to our constitution describe India as a democratic, socialist, secular and republic country. Which, yes, the preamble or introduction to our constitution describe India as a democratic, socialist and secular and republic country. Or you can say that preamble what lays down? The preamble lays down that the India is a democratic, socialist, secular and republic country. Now, what does this mean? The number one, democratic. What do you understand by democratic? This means that all the people of the countries, okay, this means that all the people of the country will choose or elect leaders who would form the government. It means आपकी जो पूरी कंट्री के पीपल हैं वो क्या चूज कर सकते हैं, क्या इलेक्ट कर सकते हैं? लीडर्स. और वो अलग अलग लीडर इलेक्ट करने के बाद वो क्या बनती है? विच, यस, हु वुड फॉर्म द गवर्नमेंट. वो लीडर जब इलेक्ट होते हैं वो आगे मिलके क्या बनाते हैं? गवर्नमेंट बनाते हैं बेटा. एंड वोट. ओके, देन वोट आपका दिया जाता है अबव 18 years. Yes. Or in simple terms, you can say that democracy is a type of government. But yes, it is a type of government which is elected by the people, all men and women above 18 years. Yes, but all men and women above 18 years have right to vote. So beta, this kind of government is known as a democracy. And our country is no longer ruled by kings. And one important thing also, if the people are not happy with their elected leaders, they can be removed from their post. अगर leaders जो public ने elect किए हैं vote से, okay, so if the people are not happy, अगर people happy नहीं है, so they can be removed from their post. तो उन लीडर्स को उन पोस्ट से हटा भी सकते हैं. नेक्स्ट वन, socialist. Okay, this means that all the people in the country will be treated as equal. Yes, जितने भी हमारी कंट्री के पीपल हैं वो कैसे ट्रीट किए जाए? will be treated as equal. The government will not differentiate between people on the basis of their caste, region or any other way. This is known as the principle of socialism. Next one, secular, or you can say that secularism in India. As you can see, Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism, Sikhism, Islam and Christianity. Okay, just look at here beta, white part. INDIAN, Indian. This means that all the people in the country would be free to follow whatever religion they want. Okay. What this means? This means that all people in the country would be free to follow whatever religion they want. This is known as the principle of secularism. Okay. कोई भी रिलीजन को हमारी कंट्री के पीपल फॉलो कर सकते हैं, कोई भी. हिंदुइज्म, जैनिज्म, बुद्धिज्म, सिखिज्म, इस्लाम एंड क्रिश्चियनिटी. It means INDIAN, Indian. Next one, republic. Okay, this means that our head of state is elected by people. As all of you know that हमारा जो head of state है और वो किसके द्वारा आपका इलेक्ट होता है, इलेक्टेड बाय द पीपल. सो गॉट इट बेटा. आर हेड ऑफ स्टेट इज इलेक्टेड बाय पीपल. जो हमारे स्टेट है, हमारी कंट्री के स्टेट वाइज हैं, उनके जो हम हेड है यानी कि चीफ मिनिस्टर, ओके, वो कौन इलेक्ट करते हैं? हम, यस, पीपल इलेक्ट करते हैं. मेन एंड वुमेन अबव एज ऑफ 18 ईयर्स वोट देके, ओके. India is headed by an elected president, unlike Britain, whose head of state is a hereditary monarch. Okay, India का जो head है वो क्या होता है? Elected president होता है. Okay, and who is current president of our country, India? Ramnath Kovind. Who? Ramnath Kovind. And what about Prime Minister? Yes, Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi. Which topic are fundamental rights? The Constitution of India gives its citizen certain fundamental rights. जो Constitution है वो इंडिया के citizens को, every peoples को some fundamental rights भी देता है. If anyone feels that his or her fundamental rights have been denied, he or she can approach a court of law. अगर किसी पीपल को लगता है कि उनके फंडामेंटल राइट्स हैं जो क्या हो रहे हैं, डिनाइड हो रहे हैं, सो यू नो ही और शी, यस, कैन अप्रोच अ कोर्ट ऑफ लॉ. बेटा वो कोर्ट में भी इसके खिलाफ अप्रोच कर सकते हैं कि हमारे जो फंडामेंटल राइट्स है हमें वो प्रॉपर नहीं मिल रहे हैं, उनको डिनाइड किया जा रहा है. तो वो कहाँ अप्रोच कर सकते हैं? यस, ही और शी कैन अप्रोच ऑन अ कोर्ट ऑफ लॉ. Now students, just look at here. Some of the important rights are given here. Number 1, right to equality. Which right? Yes, right to equality. This is important beta about our fundamental rights. So some of the important rights are here. So the number 1 is right to equality. It means equality for all the citizens in our country. Yes, all the people should be treated equally. जितने भी लोग हैं सबको कैसे ट्रीट किया जाना चाहिए? इक्वल. सो नंबर 1 इज राइट टू इक्वालिटी. देन right to freedom of speech. Which right? Right to freedom of speech. We can speak freely without fear. Yes, we can speak freely. हम बिना डर के, बिना किसी fear के freely बोल सकते हैं. It means free speech. Next one is right to follow any religion. Yes, we can follow any religion like Hinduism, Sikhism, Christianity, Muslim, any religion. Yes, any religion, just like Buddhism, any religion, Islam, Hinduism, Jainism, any religion we can follow. It's our right to follow any religion. It's up to us which religion we want to follow. Then the next one is right to justice. Which right? Yes, our fundamental right. The next one is right to justice. It means access to justice is a right for all. Yes, which thing? Access to justice is a right for all. Then the next one is right to live and travel anywhere in the country. Yes, in our country, in our India, we have right to live any place and we can travel anywhere. Yes, in our country, हम अपनी country के अंदर कहीं भी रह सकते हैं और कहीं भी travel कर सकते हैं. It means this is your right, but to live and travel anywhere in the country in our India. Then the next one is right to choose our profession. Yes, it's up to us what we want to become. Either a policeman, doctor, then anything, it's up to us. ये हमारे ऊपर है बेटा कि हम अपना प्रोफेशन क्या चूज करते हैं. आर्किटेक्ट, then doctor, then nurse. It's up to you. This one is also important point beta. Right to free and compulsory education for all children. Yes, right to education, you can say that. Which? Right to free and compulsory. Yes, under according right to education act, it is a fundamental right for all of children up to the age of 14 years. 14 साल यानी कि 14 years तक के चिल्ड्रन को फ्री एंड कंपल्सरी एजुकेशन, यस, all children. Under which act? Right to Education Act. Which thing? Right to free and compulsory education for all the children up to the age of 14. Which age? Age of 14. However, these rights are not absolute and the government may take certain measures like reserving jobs. Yes, reservation also in our country. So, which thing? Like reserving jobs or seats in colleges for the background and poorer sections of society for their upliftment. It's just like OBC, scheduled caste, SC, then scheduled tribe, ST. So that's why government also reserving jobs or seats in the colleges. Yes, गवर्नमेंट जो है कुछ सीट्स रिजर्व करके रख सकी है जो आपकी बैकवर्ड क्लास हैं, यानी कि ओबीसी हो गए, आपके शेड्यूल कास्ट एससी हो गए, देन शेड्यूल ट्राइब्स हो गए, एसटी हो गए. तो इनके लिए गवर्नमेंट ने कुछ सीट्स भी रिजर्व कर रखी है वेयर जॉब्स में और कॉलेजेस में. Now student, let's come here. Our next topic is our duties. As you all of you know that government also providing our many facilities. हमें government काफ़ी facilities provide कर रही है. Even we have fundamental rights also. So what about us regarding our country? So duties always come along with rights. Which things always come along with rights? Duties also come along with rights. So it's our duty. So some of our important duties as citizens of India are here. Yes, we have some important duties also to as being a citizens of India. Number one duty is we must follow the rules laid down by the Constitution. हमें क्या जो हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन दिए हैं वो हमें वी हैव टू मस्ट फॉलो. सो द नंबर वन इज वी मस्ट फॉलो द रूल्स लेड डाउन बाय व्हाट? लेड डाउन बाय द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. Then the next one is we must honor the national flag and national anthem. Regarding our national flag and national anthem, we must honor them, both of them. हमें उन दोनों का सम्मान करना चाहिए. Which thing? National flag and national anthem. We must help to keep our country united. This is the next one. Our duties regarding as a, you can say that citizens of India, we must help to keep our country united. United हमें as a citizen रहना चाहिए. लड़ाई and all नहीं, fighting and all religious के नाम पे, religions के नाम पे हमें ये सब नहीं करना चाहिए. We must defend our country at the time of danger. Yes, which time we have to defend our country? At the time of danger. Yes, you can say that at the time of any danger we must defend our country. As a being a citizen of India, we must protect our national property. जो हमारी national property है हमें उस property को भी protect करके रखना चाहिए. And all of you know that our environment is how much important for us. So this one is also our duties to protect our environment. To protect which thing? Yes, we must protect our environment. We must treat India as equal. Yes, we must treat all Indians as इक्वल, यानी कि भेदभाव हमें आपस में नहीं करना चाहिए रिलीजन के नाम पे या अपर कास्ट लोअर कास्ट में. हमें बिल्कुल अनइक्वालिटी नहीं लानी चाहिए. हमें बिल्कुल इक्वल ट्रीट करना चाहिए, एक साथ रहना चाहिए. This is important beta. Some important facts also, some of the other forms of government. We are studying in this chapter regarding our country India, but what about other countries? So did you know some of other forms of government are monarchy? The number one is monarchy. The state is ruled by a king or queen, not like our country. जिस तरह हमारी कंट्री में citizens, people अपने leaders को elect करते हैं वोट देके, और अलग कंट्री में भी क्या होता है वो स्टेट जहां रूल किया जाए किंग और क्वीन से. देन द मोनार्की इज हेरिडेटरी. ये कैसा होता है? हेरिडेटरी. वन वर्ड्स ओवरकम हियर. व्हाट डू यू अंडरस्टैंड बाय हेरिडेटरी? हेरिडेटरी मींस समथिंग दैट इज पास्ड ऑन फ्रॉम पेरेंट टू चाइल्ड. कोई भी ऐसी चीज जो पहले ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स पे थी, देन पेरेंट्स पे आई, देन ग्रैंडसन पे आई। यानी कि वो चीज एक के बाद दूसरे पे क्या हो रही है, पास हो रही है। यस, समथिंग दैट इज पास्ड ऑन फ्रॉम पेरेंट टू चाइल्ड, दैट इज व्हेन द मोनार्क डाइज हिज और हर चाइल्ड बिकम्स द न्यू रूलर। मान लीजिए कंट्री में किंग और क्वीन थे, ठीक है, उसके बाद क्या हुआ, जब उनकी डेथ हो गई तो नेक्स्ट किंग और क्वीन कौन होगा, जो सिर्फ उनके ही चाइल्ड होंगे, ठीक है, हिज और हर चाइल्ड बिकम्स द न्यू रूलर। One kind of government, the next one is dictatorship. Which one? Dictatorship. The state is ruled by a single leader who has absolute power. पूरा स्टेट जो है, पूरी जो वो है, क्या होता है, एक सिंगल लीडर के द्वारा रूल किया जाता है. He or she often misuse the power to oppress the people. The rule here is not hereditary. यहाँ हेरिडिटरी का रूल नहीं होता, वो अपनी पावर का भी मिस यूज कर सकता है. One form of or you can say that one type of government is all communism. Which one? Communism. All property is owned by the government. Yes, regarding all property owned by whom? Owned by the government. The state provides its people with health care, एजुकेशन एंड वेलफेयर. ओके, जो स्टेट के साथ प्रोवाइड पीपल को क्या क्या कर सकते हैं, हेल्थ केयर, उनकी हेल्थ के रिगार्डिंग एजुकेशन एंड वेलफेयर. All people are seen equal by this government. This is also, yes, all people are seen as equal by this government. Now student, let's come here. Our next topic is directive principles. Directive principles of state policy. What do you understand by directive principles of state policy? So, our constitution, जो हमारा constitution है, it lays down certain guidelines for the government to follow. हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ने सर्टेन गाइडलाइंस बनाई है, ठीक है, बट आर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन लेज डाउन सर्टेन गाइडलाइंस फॉर द गवर्नमेंट टू फॉलो, ताकि उन गाइडलाइंस को कौन फॉलो करे, गवर्नमेंट फॉलो करे for the welfare of the people. So what do you understand by directive principles of state policy? Yes, our constitution lays down certain guidelines for the government to follow for the welfare of the people. Or you can say that कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन गाइड द गवर्नमेंट. इसमें कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन किसे गाइड कर रहा है, गवर्नमेंट को गाइड कर रहा है टू वर्क फॉर द वेलफेयर ऑफ द पीपल. सो just look at here beta, some important guidelines are given here. Okay, providing proper living condition for all citizens. Yes, it's government responsibility. Whose responsibility? Yes, it's government responsibility to provide proper living condition for all the citizens in our country. हमारी कंट्री के जितने भी सिटीजन्स हैं उनके लिए प्रॉपर लिविंग कंडीशंस प्रोवाइड किए जाए. ये किसकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, ये गवर्नमेंट की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. और ये किस में गाइडलाइंस है आपकी लिखी हुई है, डायरेक्टिव प्रिंसिपल्स में. Then the next one is providing work for everyone. अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट ना रहे. विच थिंग? अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट, इट मीन्स बेरोजगारी, बेरोजगारी ना रहे. और प्रोवाइडिंग वर्क फॉर एवरीवन, इट्स गवर्नमेंट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू प्रोवाइड वर्क फॉर एवरीवन अकॉर्डिंग टू देयर क्वालिफिकेशन. जो उनकी क्वालिफिकेशन है उसके अकॉर्डिंग प्रोवाइड करे गवर्नमेंट क्या, वर्क. Then the next important guideline is ensuring that some people do not become rich by exploiting others. Yes, this one, yes. Ensure, government ensure करे कि कोई भी people rich ना हो एक दूसरे, एक जो poor है उसको exploit करके. So, it's government responsibility to ensure that the some people do not become rich by exploiting others. Then improving the conditions of weaker sections of society. Some weaker sections also living here in our society. So improving the conditions of which sections? Yes, weaker sections of society such as those belonging to scheduled caste. जो किससे belong करते हैं? As you all of you know that belonging to scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, यानी कि SC and ST. So improving what? Improving the living condition of which sections of our society? Yes, weaker sections of society such as those belonging, जो किससे belong करते हैं? Scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. So स्टेट गवर्नमेंट को प्रोवाइड करना चाहिए हेल्थ केयर एंड एजुकेशन. सो आई नो नाउ. Okay, I know now. Our constitution is a set of rules based on which our government runs. Okay, India is a democratic, socialist, and secular country. The constitution gives all citizens certain fundamental rights and also lays down the duties of the citizen. The directive principles laid down in the Constitution guide the government to work for the welfare of the people. So, these things I now know. Which one? So, these things I know now. So, for today, that's it, beta. Then your chapter is now finished. Thank you, all of you. Have a nice day ahead.